Sports Orbit. My name is Afa Cho. On today's edition of the program, we'll begin straight from the NFF, where, as a result of the fallout of the state elections which held in the Nasarawa FA, the Nigerian Football Federation has inaugurated a normalization committee in a bid to restore stability and harmony within the football community of Nasarawa State. The Ibrahim Gusau-led Board of the NFF has inaugurated a five-man committee for the State FA. The committee will, among other things, be responsible for administering football operations over the next 3 months and conducting fresh elections to establish new leadership. The decision to establish the Normalization Committee was prompted by recent disruptions in the football landscape of Nasarawa State. Secretary General of the NFF, Dr. Mohamed Sanusi, emphasized the importance of maintaining a peaceful environment for football to thrive in the state. The committee's primary objective is to address internal conflicts within the State Football Association and ensure its proper functioning. The Normalization Committee consists of five members, which include Honorable Bello Aliu, who is the chairman, Honorable Kwanta Yakubu, vice chairman, Honorable Otman Bala Adam, also a member, Adam Ibrahim Shigafata, and Sule Shaku Yepui. The committee secretary will be nominated from the state's Ministry of Youth and Sports Development. At the inauguration ceremony held in Lafayette, Barrister Isaac Danladi, permanent secretary of the State Ministry of Youth and Sports, performed the inaugural inauguration on behalf of the NFF secretary. He expressed his confidence in the committee's members' abilities and assure them of the government's support in accomplishing their mandate. Among other things, the newly appointed committee members were subsequently introduced to Dr. Emmanuel Akabi, who is the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State at the office. He also commended members of the committee for setting up this normalization committee to ensure that football runs smoothly in Nasarawa State. Well, to some basketball that is talking about wheelchair basketball, where President of the Wheelchair Basketball Federation, Shea Johnson, has said the forthcoming Abiyakuta Championship is expected to be one of the most important tournaments for the players. The national championship, which will be staged from June 22nd, that is today, to the 21st, at the Abiyakuta Sports Stadium in Ogun State, will also serve as selection for this year's African Para Games in Ghana. With all of Nigeria's finest players expected to vie for spots at the African Para Games from 20 states, athletes who participated at last year's qualifiers should expect stiff competition in Abeokuta. Johnson said the Wheelchair Basketball Championship is going to be the biggest national event this year because players will be vying for spots ahead of the African Para Games. Nigeria have players scattered across the country, and the only way for them to showcase their talent is to organize a championship. He said, "We want to present the best athletes for the Para Games and have podium finish in Ghana." Technical officials and top Paralympic Committee Nigeria are going to be on ground to witness the championship. This is to ensure the level of seriousness attached to the championship. The much traveled sports administrator said the federation is working round the clock to ensure the welfare of the players is catered for. He said the board is aware of the challenges faced by the wheelchair basketball players. That is why the federation has included arrangements to give accommodation to the participating teams. The board commended King, one of the partners, for partnering with the federation in organizing the national championship. So for the wheelchair basketball championship, that competition begins today in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital. It will run for 3 days today and end on 25th of June 2023. Mainly that competition will also be used as one of the spots for where athletes will be selected for the African Para Games scheduled to hold in Ghana later in the year. Now going to Bauchi State now, where Bauchi-based youth soccer outfit United Boys are set to be at the Africa Youth October Championship this year in Cape Verde. This much has been confirmed by President of the club, Justice Habib Shal. While briefing the media yesterday, he said the outfit over the years has enjoyed excellent relationship with organizers of the Africa Youth Cup, Seranhan Sport. He said, yes, as we speak, we have registered for the African Youth Cup. I can confirm to you that United Boys of Bauchi will be in Cape Verde. We'll miss the maiden edition, but definitely we are going to be in this year's edition. We have enjoyed an excellent relationship with organizers of the event, and we are sure it will be the same thing when we storm Cape Verde for the tournament. Shah was also full of praise for the Bauchi State government, which he noted has also been very supportive to United Boys of Bauchi, in the past year. So this team will now be traveling to Cape Verde out in October to participate in the Africa Youth Cup. Commenting on the support of the state government, he said Bauchi state government has been very supportive and the government has also pledged to identify with us as we prepare for the tournament in Cape Verde. For us, the whole idea is to empower the youth in Bauchi using football as the instrument. We all know the role sports can play in getting the youth out of crime and making them become better citizens, Charles stated. Now to the National Olympic Day fast approaching, where the chairman of the Sports for All Commission, Dr. Ibrahim Abdul of the National Nigeria Olympic Committee, has called upon all members to be fully committed to ensuring the success of the Olympic Day celebration. He said this is a significant event that promotes the values and goals set by the International Olympic Committee (IOC). He made the observation during opening of the virtual meeting ahead of the celebration of the Olympic Day holding on the 24th of June. He said it is worth mentioning that the Commission benefits from the expertise and experience of two former chairpersons, Anthony Oyetayo and Prince Henry Amike, who bring valuable insights to the table. With their guidance and the collective knowledge of all members, the success of this celebration becomes highly feasible. Additionally, Secretary General Tony Popola said has made an appeal for a marketing initiative to raise funds. He said this step is crucial in sustaining the values of Olympism and ensuring the continuation of events such as the Olympic Day celebration. He said it reflects the Commission's dedication to maintaining and promoting the essence of the Olympic Games. Assistant General Secretary in charge of the Commission, Austin Odigi, then highlighted the impressive turnout at the inaugural meeting before the official unveiling. He said this demonstrates the enthusiasm and commitment of the members towards organizing and executing a memorable Olympic Day celebration. Such support is vital for the success and impact of the event. Assistant Secretary Odegi also revealed that this year's theme for the Olympic Day celebration will be Let's Move, sending a powerful message of promoting physical activity and a healthy lifestyle. He said it is encouraging to know that 13 states have volunteered to host the event on their territories. This number showcases the wide participation and interest in the celebration, further enforcing the expected success of the celebration. Overall, with the collaborative efforts of experienced members, the appeal for fundraising and strong support for participation from various states, the Olympic Day celebration has all the necessary elements to be a resounding success. They said it is an essential event that brings people together to celebrate the values of Olympism and promote physical well being. Now, of course, in two days' time, exactly, that will be on 24th, the National Olympic Day will be celebrated across 13 states of the federations who have indicated interest to host one event or the other in order to make the celebration a memorable one. So we will be looking forward to a very, very exciting and engaging participation from engaging states. Already, the NOC has called on all stakeholders to ensure that there is full participation for the Olympic Games. Now, for the beach games, now Nigeria is set to participate in 11 thrilling events at the highly anticipated second African Beach Games set to take place in Tunisia. The games will run from June 22nd, that is today, to June 30th, and serve as a crucial qualification phase for the upcoming World Beach Games in Bali, Indonesia, scheduled for August 4th to August 12th, 2023. Not less than 11 events will be on offer where athletes will showcase the talents and athleticism of Nigerian athletes on the beautiful beaches of Tunisia. He said the events cover a wide range of sports, ensuring a diverse and exciting competition for both participants and spectators alike. First on the list is the high energy sport of beach volleyball, where Nigeria will be represented by a skilled team of 12 players. Following closely is beach handball, with a talented squad of 10 players ready to showcase their exceptional skills on the sand. In addition to these dynamic team sports, Nigeria will also compete in individual events. Air badminton will see three players from Nigeria demonstrating their ability, quick reflexes, and finesse. In karate, a solitary athlete represents the country who will display mastery of the traditional martial arts. The open water will provide an exhilarating challenge for Nigerian athletes participating in open water swimming. The country will have four determined swimmers diving into the waves, seeking to conquer the demanding nature of the sport. The thrill continues with the inclusion of tech ball, a relatively new sport that combines elements of soccer and tennis. Nigeria will field a competitive team of three players who will battle it out against the other nations in the unique and exciting sport. With tennis, four skilled Nigerian athletes will make their mark on the sandy court, showcasing their power, precision, and strategy against tough opponents. Ocean racing, rather, a daring and physically demanding water sport, will feature two athletes representing Nigeria's competitive spirit. Adding to the already impressive list of events, Nigeria will have four participants competing in rowing beach sprint who will demonstrate their strength and technique as they navigate the waves. Lastly, beach wrestling will see three Nigerian wrestlers go head to head, displaying their skill, resilience, and determination to secure victory. So that competition begins today, which will run to the 30th of June 2023. At this point, we still have so much in store for you on Sports Orbit. But for now, we'll go on a break, and when we come back, Sport Orbit continues. Don't go nowhere.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Welcome back from that break. It's still Sports Orbit. Now to some football, despite the win of the Super Eagles in last Sunday's African Cup of Nations qualifier. Still, Coach Kadiri Ikano, the veteran coach, is still not satisfied with what transpired on the pitch. We call that the Super Eagles defeated Sierra Leone 3-2 in an action-packed encounter out there at the Samuel Doe Stadium in Liberia. But in spite of that victory, former Nigerian international and veteran coach Kadri Nkana has said the Super Eagles lacked tactical play despite that win against Sierra Leone. The Eagles booked their place in the next year's tournament following the hard-fought win against the Leone Stars. A brace from Victor Osimhen and a late goal from Kelechi Iheanacho sealed the win for The Nigerian team, despite the win, the 1980 AFCON winner with the Green Eagles, credited the players and not Pesero for the win. He said, the players just made sure to get victory. That's the only thing I see because there was no tactical play in the team at all. Ikana recall who led Aimba to the 2003 CAF Champions League title said on a radio station during the week. He said everybody wants to win, the players want to win. I give the credit to the players, not to the coach. He kind of added that he will prefer an indigenous coach for the Super Eagles. I think an indigenous coach will pay us better than bringing in a foreign coach. That is not reliable. I have said it before. I prefer any Nigerian coach. Of course, there has been speculations over the future of current Super Eagles coach Jose Pesero. Will he stay? Will he not stay? Already, we've heard rumors that the NFF has already penciled a list of some coaches. Mainly, we've heard the name of the likes of Philip George and Emmanuel Amunike, who may likely take over from Pesero, according to the NFF, according to sources. We got they are also not really satisfied with Pacero's performance since taking over as chief coach of the Super Eagles. Recall that since Pacero took over as technical advisor of the Super Eagles, in all of his matches he has played, Pacero has just been able to win just two games so far. And the super handlers of the Nigerian Football Federation, that is, have been thinking of seeing if they might replace him or not. But we'll see how that pans out. But we've heard the names of Finidi, who we recall just won the 2022-2023 NPFL with Eyimba of Aba. Well, he is highly touted. Congratulations to him. He is proving himself to be a coach who knows what he's doing. Winning the league out here, the NPFL, is really not an easy task. But Finidi was able to achieve that task. So let's see if the NFF will be able to either give him or Emmanuel Amunike the job of taking the Eagles to the next AFCON, which is scheduled to take place in Cote d'Ivoire next year. Now to some tennis news now, where five-time Wimbledon singles champion Venus Williams has been given a wild card to feature in this year's event. Seven-time Grand Slam champion is among the players who have been given a wild card to feature at Wimbledon this summer. Williams has played sparingly in recent seasons and was out for 6 months because of a hamstring injury sustained in Auckland during the first week of the year, with the five-time Wimbledon singles winner only returning to action at the grass court event in Netherlands last week. The 43-year-old also claimed her first victory over a world top 50 opponent since 2019 when she defeated Camila Giorgi at Rothsay Classic in Birmingham on Monday. The Williams, who has battled a knee injury during the victory, now returned to the singles draw after only competing in mixed doubles at the Wimbledon last year. So, for Venus, has been handed a wild card, so most likely she will feature in the tournament during the summer. But for younger sister Serena Williams, she has already called it quits. For as it regards tennis, has already hung her racket, as they say. So will not be seeing Serena in action in the nearest future. Let's take a look at what's happening in the transfer market. A lot of movement in and out for Manchester City yesterday. A deal, £30 million deal, was agreed with Chelsea for their midfielder Kovacic. The fee is understood to be worth an initial £25 million guarantee plus 5 million in performance-related add-ons. A formal announcement of Kovacic joining last season's treble winners is expected any time soon. Kovacic has been at Stamford Bridge since joining from Real Madrid, initially on loan in the summer of 2018. The Croatian international has won four major trophies include during his time at Chelsea, including his fourth Champions League in 2021, while going on to make 221 appearances for the club. There will They said it's also true that Kovacic was never signed to be an attacking goal scoring midfielder, as a total of 18 goals in 8 years for his three previous clubs have shown. Instead, the Croatian international strengths lie at the heart of midfield since he arrived in the Premier League in the summer of 2018. Kovacic ranks fifth for both completed take-ons and passes per 90 among midfielders. Now, to our final story before we leave the studio is about the France forward Kylian Mbappe, who has said that he believes that he has what it takes to beat other candidates to win the 2023 Ballon d'Or. The current favorites for the award are Argentina captain Lionel Messi and Norwegian striker Erling Haaland. Messi won the 2022 FIFA World Cup and was adjudged the best player of the tournament along with the French league title. Erling Haaland won the treble with Manchester City and was the top scorer among all club competitions last season with a whopping 52 goals in 53 matches. Mbappe was runners-up at the Qatar 2022 World Cup with France, and he was the Golden Boot winner of the trophy. He also won the French league title with PSG and the French league Golden Boot. Mbappe said he meets the criteria for the Ballon d'Or award this year. He said the Ballon d'Or is difficult to talk about an individual trophy because you have put yourself forward and that isn't well perceived by the general public. Well, for Mbappe, he feels that he has ticked all the boxes, met all the criteria to ensure that he's crowned the 2023 Ballon d'Or winner. But of course, he has a former teammate Lionel Messi to contend with. Erling Haaland, also who's been in fine form for Man City, will also be in the mix as the winner for this year's award will be announced anytime soon. Well, for Mbappe, we hope him and wish him the best, becoming the highest goal scorer in France, winning the league title, and also emerging second in the World Cup, where he won a silver medal at the 2022 World Cup. Well, for now, that's all we have for you on today's edition of Sports Orbit. Tomorrow is Friday, like we say. On Friday, we'll come back here and give you an exciting and bumper package for our weekend edition of the program. Do join us 4 p.m. tomorrow, Nigeria time, for another exciting edition of the program. Thank you for watching out there. Until then, do stay safe out there and have a wonderful time. My name is Afacho, and it's bye for now.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.